How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm doing fantastic. I'm so grateful for you to join me this evening.
Come on,
Yeah.
girl. You knew I was going to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I'm super honored. I'm super honored.
Absolutely. So first, before we jump in, just tell the viewers about yourself and kind of what you have going on and what you're about, Miss Dr. Lady.
Well, hey, look, first of all, I have a lot going on, so I don't even know where you want me to start. But I am Miss Dr. Lady, Dr. Joy Fremont, originally from Atlanta, Georgia. So I am an original Georgia peach, proud to be that. I have been a general dentist now for 25 years. I know you can't tell, but I am 25 years. I love what I do. I have my general practice in Hateville, Georgia. I'm also proud to be the chair of the board of directors for the James and Irma Fremont Foundation.
Yes.
I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I am a proud graduate of the best HBCU in the land, Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I graduated from Marquette University School of Dentistry. I am the first African American to become a diplomat in the American. What? Huh?
Wait a minute. We got to get an applause going here because this is just. It was too much greatness. I had to.
Yeah. All that stuff. That's me. I can keep on going on, but that's me. That's me.
Well, fantastic. Those things you name, I mean, you are incredible at what you do. Just reading, you're going through your page and just knowing you personally. First of all, tell the viewers, how do we meet and how do we know each other?
Okay, the first time or second time?
I know, right?
Which one do you want?
Just throw it out there.
Okay, well, I'm honored to have treated your lovely, handsome, gorgeous son doing his braces, straightening them teeth. That's what I did a long time ago, it seems like. And then I'm so happy you came back in my life because you are the boo to my baby brother. Yeah. We're connected all different kind of ways. But it's all good. It's all good.
Yes. And I love it. It's a fairy tale in itself. And that's a whole nother topic. But we are going to get this train going here with the topic, how speaking the truth can save your life.
Yes. That's big. I mean, where do we start with that?
Well, we're going to start with the question I got here for you.
Okay.
How do you earn the trust and respect from your people and your patients?
You got to keep it real. Don't sugarcoat it. It is what it is. I actually told my team this yesterday. I said, look, we are practitioners. We are their doctors. We're their hygienist assistant. They come to us for help. If they have a mouthful of tartar, tell them they have a mouthful of tartar. Don't say, you know what, baby, you have a little buildup. No. Tell them.
Right. You're right.
Tell them what it is, because if they don't know, they can't better themselves. I always tell my patients, I'm here to help you. And then when I fix your problem, I'm going to teach you how to keep it taken care of, whatever, at home. I know I love you. This is what I do, but I want you to spend as little time as possible in my office. If you're not here a lot, that means you're doing something great, unless you're just afraid of me. But if you're transparent, if you are truthful in what you say, and if you know what you're talking about, you can't lose. And that's with everything. I'm from the dough. I'm old school. I talk like I'm your auntie. I'm going to tell you how it is because you need to know. If your breath stink, the breath stink.
Yeah. You know I'm in the same field, so in my operatory, we keep it 100.
You have to. 100.
100. Right.
Because I feel like if you don't tell the truth, they'll go to the next dentist or the next person, the next relationship, and wonder why no one ever told me.
I'm glad you said relationship.
Right. And it's true. Everybody has their own baggage, their own issues. And if you're not truthful, not only are you not helping that person, you're not helping yourself.
Right.
Because you're going to get jammed up. Why ain't nobody tell me? Well, I know what told me. Well, I'm going to tell you. Now, there are ways to tell it.
Right.
Everybody can't take the bluntness that I can give sometimes. And I have to realize that. I can't talk to you how I talk to Jonathan. I can't talk to John how I talk to my mother. So knowing those things helps me communicate better. Okay. So listen first and then communicate second.
There you go. Ooh, and listen. That's it. You said it.
Yes.
Do you feel burdened or responsible once you inform them?
Oh, actually, no, not at
Oh,
all.
that's good.
Because I've told you, and now it's on you. The responsibility becomes your problem. Now I'm here to help you. Now, if you don't take my advice and my treatment recommendations, that's completely on you. As long as I have told you, the burden now is off me. It's completely on you on how you're going to handle the situation.
So you sleep well at night, slob, everything. Me, I know. I
I'm not saying I sleep well at night. Drink up. The issue is like, I do empathize with my patients.
Right.
I don't. It's not always a great thing to tell them they have a disease in their mouth, but I have to tell them.
Right.
Now, I don't feel good either if they don't get the treatment taken care of.
Right.
But I had to say, hey, I told you.
Yeah. And there you go. And you feel, like I said, you sleep good at night knowing that you did what you were supposed to do. And that's it. You gotta let it go.
Let it go.
How do you inspire others?
Oh, being my genuine self. I do know that as the only girl, I have two brothers. I'm the only girl, as you know. I had to kind of chart my own way. I didn't have footballs to play. I mean, I had baby dolls. My brothers cut my baby doll's hair off. So they weren't nice to me at all. They weren't nice to me at all. They were just terrible boys.
I didn't hear that one.
They're bad. So, but being yourself and knowing that anybody can do whatever they want to, and I tell them that. When I hit a roadblock, I'm either going to bust through it or walk around it or shrink back. But either way it goes, I tell them that. I'm never afraid to tell them, hey, this happened to me. It can happen to you and for you. But it depends on how you treat it. Being myself, being my true self. I don't hide anything. I mean, let me stop that. I don't tell all my business, but I don't hide what happened because I think even my mistakes can inspire somebody.
Yes. Yes, it's a way to do it. That's the way to do it. Like, you don't have to, I'm bad about giving too much information sometimes. Yeah. You just say what needs to be said, because sometimes saying too much, and we'll jump into that question too about, is saying too much like a bad thing at times? So we'll jump into that, but you nailed it when you said that.
But then not only the talking, it's your actions. Like my team, for instance, they're never going to see me come in the office late. They never do. I'm the first one there to them and the last one there to them. They're going to see me clean those toilets. Like, I'm not above anybody. So if I can do it, you can do it too. So if they see you as the leader doing what you ask them to do, they have no choice but to respond.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yes, lead by example. Yes,
you have to.
That's there's nowhere. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or but about it. I live by that too at my job. I'm first. Sometimes the first one there, last one to leave. In the sense of not getting there at the crack of dawn like some of my employees do because of traffic reasons, but getting there on time, setting up, leaving my operatory when I leave, set up for the next morning, because you got to act as if you're not coming back.
That's what those are my words. Act like you're not coming to work tomorrow. Because you might not, for whatever reason. I mean, you just might not. So guess what? Leave it in a good position for the next person to come behind you.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
In what ways do you feel you help save lives? I'm sit up listening.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there are two different phases. You have just the dental phase and you have the sleep apnea phase. So the dental phase is like, people don't understand that actually dental disease or dental decay or cavities, caries, however you want to say it, that's really the number one disease out there. And it is a disease, okay? People don't understand a small cavity can turn to a bigger one, turns to a root canal, and there's an extraction, and you have to have it extracted, they have an input, all that kind of stuff. So when I tell you you have a cavity, please believe me. Don't think I'm paying my car note on your little cavity. Blink, 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 blink. I'm there to help you get it together, okay? So by helping you do that, not only I'm saving your life, I'm saving your pocket too.
Yes.
Because the longer you're gonna wait, I'm like this.
Yes.
$5, $10.
Yes.
15, not 20. And now you have no choice. Okay. So when that infection invades your mouth, even for gum disease or plaque or tartar, each time you bite, talk, and chew, you are swallowing that decay, you're swallowing that rot, you're swallowing that bacteria, and it's going through your bloodstream. And it can kill you eventually. If you have
Absolutely.
diabetes, if you have heart disease, hypertension, high blood pressure, all that is a cycle. And people do not believe that once you get your mouth together, trust me, your body, your health is going to improve.
Yes. You are
I can do
preaching to
that
the
for days.
choir. Yes.
It's the simple things.
The mouth
It's
is
the
the
simple
gateway
things.
to health.
It is. I mean, you can be cute but have a raggedy mouth. Not good.
I see it all
And
the
then
time.
on top of that, just the natural odors in your mouth. I can smell your breath and tell you have diabetes. I can smell your
Ooh.
breath and tell you have gum disease because it emits different odors, So it's not always just bad breath because you have decay or you have gum disease. It could be gut. It could be from your intestines. It could be from your pancreas. Some things come through the mouth. Your body's a whole system. I just said that. So, the dentist can sense things that your medical doctor may not have seen because you haven't even seen them. Half y'all don't even go to the doctor. I mean, they don't even go get the checkup. So if you come to the dentist, I can say, you know what? Something's not right. Your breath, your bad breath is not coming from your tongue or your mouth. It's coming from deep down. Let's get that checked out. So I've seen those things
deeper. You go deeper. So that's good.
Absolutely. So those things are wonderful. And Doc, thank you for sending me because I didn't know I had diabetes. I didn't know. So things can happen between this year and next year. That if I see you in between, if I see something, I'm going to tell you. But once again, it's up to you to go. But I'm going to also contact your doctor. One thing about us, we are really persistent in making sure that you follow that path. I'm going to tell your doctor, hey, I saw Miss Jones yesterday and, something wasn't quite right. If she doesn't call you next week, please call her.
Oh my God, that is like far and beyond. I know a lot of dentists I work for that I don't know to have done that. We tell you, hey, follow up with your nutritionist, your OBGYN, the pray like that verbally, but you literally call?
We literally call them because we know they're not going to do it. Because once they leave me, they're thinking about getting your car washed or going shoe shopping. They're done with that appointment. They're not thinking about it. But when I call for them and then a doctor calls and they're like, oh my God, Dr. Fremont really cares about me. Well, I'm making sure that you follow up. And so we go the extra mile to make sure it happens.
I love it. And what about this sleep apnea? I know that's like the silent killer here. I've been hearing so much about that. Tell me about that.
So people think that snoring is just snoring. It's a nuisance. Oh, they snore, it's loud. Well, it's more than a snore. When you snore, something is blocking the air coming from here through your nose to your mouth. It's not going where it's supposed to be. It's a blockage, which is called obstructive sleep apnea. Now, let me say this. Everyone that snores does not have sleep apnea, but you probably do. I'm just saying you probably do.
Okay.
So what happens is people are like, well, Doc, you're just a dentist. Why are you looking in my mouth? Well, why are you thinking about sleep apnea? Well, I'm the first one to look in your mouth. Like I can see when you go to the doctor and your checkup, they say, and they keep moving. But when your mouth is wide open and I'm looking at your mouth for 30, 40 minutes, I can hear you stop breathing when you fall asleep in my chair. I can see your large tongue that I can't even get around to that feeling because it's blocking my air. It's blocking what I can't even see it. Right. So you have an enlarged tongue. That's one thing. If you have what's called a scallop tongue, which means your tongue has ridges on the edges of it, I can see those things. Those are all telltale signs of sleep apnea. If you open your mouth and I can't even see the back of your throat because you have these huge tonsils, blocking your airway, I'm like your first line of defense to see what's happening with you. So even if I see that, I'm going to say, you know what? Something's going on. Let me give you a screener or let me refer you to your doctor, find out what's happening. So sleep apnea can kill you. And that's what killed my father. So when that happened to him, I was like, wait a minute, something's going on. And so through his death, I was able to get more and more educated. And I said, wait a minute, I can treat this thing. So since that time, I have been like diligent and talking to my other doctors saying, hey, your patient has sleep apnea and they came to see me and they didn't wear a CPAP. What are you doing about it? So I'm really big on making sure the doctors follow up on their patients too, because it's killing patients and no one's talking about it.
No,
so you don't hear about it. So I'm really advocating for more and more doctors to be more stronghold and saying, hey guys, if you're not going to wear the appliance, not going to your CPAP, let's do something else. And there are way more alternatives than just that CPAP mask. So
what do you do in your office when one comes to you for a consult? What happens? What's the steps? And I know but I want to know, this is very important.
Okay. And we give like a little screener, just answering little questions. If they have a high risk, say, wait a minute, let's talk about this. And if they've never been tested before, or they don't even know they have any issues, we probably give them what's called a pulse ox. And since COVID has come out, the word pulse ox has come out, like you hear about it more. It's basically an oxygen tester. And so when you're sleeping, you have a drop in oxygen. That's one telltale sign, because you can only drop oxygen if you have a blockage somewhere. Yes. So if you return that pulse ox back to me the next day and it has a very high risk, hey, it's time for a sleep study. I don't charge for the pulse oxes because I just want to make sure that your screening is fine. Okay. So if you are flagged on that pulse ox, it's like, you know what, it's time for a sleep study. Then we walk you through those steps. But mainly, the questions are very simple. Are you tired during the day? Do you snore? Has someone ever seen you stop breathing when you're sleeping? Do you cough or do you gasp when you're sleeping, when you're trying to wake up? Are you sweating a lot? Do you wake up a lot of times at nighttime? Do you have to urinate? Things like that are telltale signs of sleep apnea or some other sleep breathing disorder. So that first line of screening is very, very important. Do you have diabetes? Do you have hypertension? Do you get tired at 12 o'clock and have to have some coffee or have to have that Red Bull? Things like that. That's not normal.
Right. You don't think about that. Like, I'm going through my list in my head. Do I?
Right. So, if you sleep 8 hours a night or even 6 or 5, and at 2 o'clock you dead ass tired. I'm sorry. Can I curse here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you're dead tired at 2 o'clock and you went to bed something's not right. So we look at all those risk factors and say, you know what, let's figure this out. Something's going on with you, and then we walk you through the steps and then get you a sleep study. Then have you talk to your doctor and then go through all that. So we start at the very baseline and find out what's going on.
Okay. Is there any natural way of correcting this?
Okay, so natural way. The most natural way is the appliance that we have in our office. It's actually a custom-made mouthpiece that we do. Of course, there are 3 ways to treat sleep apnea. One is a CPAP. Most people have heard of a CPAP. It's like that Darth Vader mask that goes over your nose or your mouth, and it actually pumps air to help you breathe. The second way is surgery. So I guess that's not really natural, is it? I don't think so.
But it happens. You just need to know all the methods so that one has options to come into your office and talk to you, because you're not far off in Alpharetta. You're right in the middle.
Right by the airport. Yes. Smack in the middle of Atlanta.
Yes.
So the second way is surgery, and then different types of surgery that are out there. One is what's become more popular. It's called the Inspire, which is basically like a pacemaker that's implanted in your chest that helps you breathe. The third way is what we provide in our office, which is a custom mouthpiece or an appliance that actually positions your jaw in a way that helps you breathe your own natural air. No plugs, no hoses, no water, no mask. It goes inside your mouth, not outside. And I have one myself. After my dad died, I found out that I have sleep apnea.
Wow.
So really? I wear one myself. So I wear it every single night. So hey, it works. If I can wear it, and I found it myself, because I was not using that CPAP. I don't care what you say. It wasn't sexy. It wasn't cute.
Did you allow?
No, but not with that CPAP. I wasn't gonna wear that mask on my face.
Oh, wait a minute. You talking about the huge one?
The huge mask. That's a CPAP. I wasn't gonna wear that. The mouthpiece was gonna get me. I knew it. So even that with the ladies and the people who are, they don't want to wear a CPAP mask over their face. It's not. I mean, it's not cute.
So we have a little dainty one, and you can get in contact with Dr. Fremont about it after this. You're going to leave her information, her office to go for consultation, because the big mask, they got a little up to date now. The technology and everything, along with everything else, is improving. So we'll get into that after we leave your information.
Gotcha.
Does your professional life in regard to patient care spill over to your personal life?
Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, there's no balance. Let's put it that way. Only in a practice, I don't care what anybody says. Let me tell you something. There is no real balance. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Mm.
So the good thing about me, you know, I grew up with my father and my mother both being entrepreneurs. They both had their own businesses. So this is not new to me having to run a business. So it's like just by nature, this is what I'm going to do. You know, I worked in my dad's office. I worked in my mom's flower shop. I've done it all. So my personal life is my practice. I know it sounds weird and boring, but you know, when you birth something, you take care of it, and that's your thing. So my passion, I can go to work every single day if you let me. I really would. So I do take time out. I know I do that, but the good thing is my professional life has afforded me the opportunity to do nice things. And when I want to go somewhere, I go somewhere.
There you go.
When I want to just go out of town, I can do that. So I've been blessed to know that my professional life, the hustle, the grind that has gotten me here has allowed me to do great things. So I have no regrets about it.
No, I get it. And I think a lot of business owners can relate because, you know, when I first started dating Jonathan and he'd be on the weekend, I'm going to the office. And I'm like, you going where?
Yep.
I'm like,
my right hand.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I didn't get it. But now I do. Now I understand that you can't get things done in 5 days. You have to go over and beyond to become successful. And especially in the
behind the scenes. It's a behind the scenes. And that's in any business. Well, I tell my business owners, I say, look, you know, you have this dream and you have this desire to be all this. It takes that grind behind the scenes. Yes. It takes the late nights. It takes the sacrifice because this new world we're in now where everyone wants to be an Instagram overnight success. That's a lie. It does not happen. I mean, yes, you can be great. It's easy, you know. Oh yeah, I'm gonna follow their steps. They, you know, I'm gonna watch their free video. I'm gonna make a success out of myself. No, baby, you have to put that elbow grease into it.
Yes.
Okay. And if you're not grinding for it, you're not going to get it, or you might get it, but you're not going to keep it.
You're right. That's it.
So it's the grind.
It's the grind
and the dedication, the consistency. And you have to love it.
That's it.
You have to love it.
It don't feel like work if you love it.
There you go. There you go.
So that's where I'm at in life. I love dentistry. Love it.
Love it.
Is there a such thing? I think we hit on that saying too much.
Hell yes. Yes. You have to learn how to listen. Okay, so communication is talking and listening, right? You have to, if your patients their eyes have glazed over, baby, they don't hear a word you say. It's like, womp, 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 womp. The Charlie Brown teacher. They don't hear you.
Right.
So, really, that's with anything. If you're talking to anybody, even your man, if their eyes have glazed over, they don't hear you. And now you're in a nagging phase. Right? Because now it's like, and now you pissed off that you ain't listening. I sure ain't listening because what you talking about?
Right.
So you have to learn how to communicate and listen to someone's body language, their eyes. If they're shifting a lot, they're fidgety, they're uncomfortable, you've lost them.
Yes.
So learn how when you have sold it, done.
That's it.
If they say yes, why are you still talking?
Yeah.
You know, if they say I agree to it, I'm done.
That's it.
So sometimes we overtalk for whatever reason, especially as women. I think women have a bigger problem with that we talk too damn much. And like my husband told me I was really hurt when he said, learn how to shut up sometimes. Like, what? Who you talking to? But he was talking to me and I had to receive that.
Yeah.
And that being said, yes, there is such thing as talking too much.
And you know Jonathan gets me. You know your brother gets me. I have digressed so much.
Well, first of all, he don't talk, so you
be amazed though. I'd be like, some days I'm like, who are you? And then some days it's just that quiet reserve. Who are you? So I get a blend. Yeah. I get a blend, but it all balances.
Once again, you have to know, right?
Yeah.
You have to receive which Jonathan is this?
Yes.
Is that one?
There you go. I love this one. I love both, but this one, come on back.
So you go.
You going to the office?
Go. Out of here.
Do you consider yourself a straight shooter or do you tiptoe into it? Oh, I already know the answer.
Are you thinking the answer yet? You know I'm a straight shooter. But you know what? I'm a straight shooter when it comes to business. But when it comes to relationships, I kind of tiptoe. It's like with my husband, I tiptoe. I don't know why. Like, so the truth of the matter is, at the office, I'm the boss. But at home, he's the boss. That's just, it is. Right. He is the man of this house. That's it.
That's it.
I don't know why I tiptoe sometimes until like, okay, I want to tell him this, but I'm scared. At the office, I'm like, look, boom, 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 boom. But with him, I don't know. It's like,
wow,
I tiptoe with him.
That's so funny. I would have never known that. You know, you come off so headstrong, like this is me.
I am.
But with Chris, you say you let him have it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so
I'm the boss at the office. I'm the wife at the house, honey. I'm the wife. It's like,
okay. I love that.
Now, he'll say I'm lying, but it's true. I'm not lying. I'm allowed tiptoe. That's what it is.
I like that. I like that. Loud tiptoe. I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on do as I say and not as I do.
Oh, wow. You know what? That's difficult because I just said earlier that you want them to emulate you in your actions, right? Mm-hmm. So it's really hard for me to say one thing, especially with my team members, and then do something different because I know that I'm sending a false message. So I never want to be that kind of person. So I don't like that. I don't like do as I say, not as I do, especially when you're a leader. Especially when you're in charge of some other people who fall underneath you. You got to be very careful with that. Yeah. Because then that's when the disrespect comes and they don't really believe you and the mistrust. Because they'll say, you told me this, you're not doing this, why should I? So you have to be very, very, very careful as a leader with how you project and how you say things and not follow up with your actions. You can't do that.
And consistency too. Are you pretty much consistent?
Absolutely.
I mean,
I'm very system. I have systems. That's my thing. System. If you follow the system, you can't mess up.
That's it.
And I can tell. Let me tell you something.
That's it.
I can tell by going in a room who did not follow the system. And my team laughs. I'll go in the room. I look around. I say, "Call me when you're ready." Ooh. And they know right then something's not right. That's my cue. Call me when you're ready. Well, how did you know? First of all, I taught you, and I wrote the checklist for you to follow. So I know step 5 you didn't do just by looking in the room. So do what I have written down to do, and that's even in life. We have instructions. You know, for those people who are Christians, we have what's called a Bible. Yes, it's the instruction book. If you veer to the left or to the right, you're gonna mess up. There are cookbooks following recipes. If you add a cup of sugar versus a half a cup of sugar, it ain't gonna turn out right, right?
Guilty.
So do as I say, and the recipe or the success or the outcome or the consequence is gonna be right. Do one misstep, you're gonna mess up.
That's it. And it's laid out.
It's laid out for you. What's so hard? Just I have laid, but then I laugh because I look at life. It's laid out for us. The Bible tells us what to do. When we don't do it, we wonder why we don't have success. Your mama told you to do so-and-so and so-and-so, but you didn't do it. And now your head hurt because you fell and bumped your head. Why are you mad? You didn't follow the instructions. The speed limit says, whatever. It says, hey, go to the store. I want you to buy this. 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 But you want to buy this, this, this. And you wonder why the cake didn't turn out right. See? Because you didn't follow the instructions. Simple. It seems simple, but I think we as humans are hard-headed.
And overthink.
We overthink. They said, don't date that man. He ain't right for you. But we did it anyway. Now look at us. A broken heart.
Mental health.
I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking.
Listen.
Baby.
This is why we're here. This is why we're here. We've all bumped our heads, and just hopefully someone, you wake up when you're really tired. When they say when a woman's fed up, but I think at these days and time, by the time you fed up, you somewhere laying in a ditch. You know what I mean? Baby. Like it's dangerous these days. You have to notice those red flags and get out.
Get out. When they show you who they are the first time, you gotta go.
Believe them.
The first, you better get out of there. Woo! This ain't about teeth right now no more, is it?
I know, right?
Yes, Lord.
Okay. How should someone check themselves before trying to change other people's behavior, choices?
Well, you know what? We say we should do that, but we don't do it.
You're right.
We think we live in glass houses and we're all perfect. We're not. We are jacked up. And we are so easy to criticize someone else and be like, wait a minute. That's me, right?
Yes.
So you should check yourself, especially as we mature.
Yes.
You know, we ain't 18. You know, we're not 60. You ain't 18. So we ain't that, we ain't kids no more. So I think we really should be more careful with judging others. I think we really should. Because guess what? How you gonna tell me how to do something? You don't do it yourself. What you gonna say?
It come back every time. When you someone say that, you be like, woo, you be looking the crunch. What's that, the crunch phase? You remember that term?
Right. So I'm
crunch phase.
Right. I'm careful about that. You know what? Now that you say that, I should be more careful. And I will be.
Okay. You live and you learn.
Yep.
How do you handle pushback from those you talk to? Like if you get pushback, how do you handle that?
Oh, okay. So we're talking about patients or talking about staff members?
It could be whatever. When you get pushback from that patient, of course, you dismissal letter. No, from
right. Well, from the patients, pushback can come from not accepting treatment, or them actually questioning me.
Right.
I say, you know what? In the day, it's your mouth. All I can do is tell you. And then you want to go somewhere else, you're going to finally find somebody who's going to tell you what you want to hear. And then, like I said earlier, that small cavity going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I always tell them, it's not going to be a matter of if it's going to happen. It's going to be a matter of when, because it's going to happen.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it's your mouth. I'm just here to help.
You
I didn't call you to come in here. You called me. And
Mm.
because you came to me, you trust my expertise. So just trust what I'm saying. If you're not, I say, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. I'm not going to force you. Hey, call me when you're ready. But I'm going to tell you again, when you finally ready, today's price, yesterday's price, whatever the phrase is, boo, I done go up. But that was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday, but I didn't got expensive overnight, All this is hard to maintain. All this is hard. No,
listen.
But I do tell them it's being honest. It's being honest.
Yeah. And what about friends and people, like other than your patients, like pushback?
Oh wow. You know what? I don't argue with them, because if you say 1 + 1 is 5, baby, it sure is 5. Now, especially those that try to get from me business advice and they don't want to listen. I say, you know what? I'm 25 years in.
Okay.
I've done it 25 years.
There you go.
My doors are still open. I ain't never asked you for no money. I ain't never asked you for a loan. So I'm doing pretty okay. So if you don't want to do it, once again, you don't have to listen to me. I'm just a dentist with a successful practice. I don't know nothing. So I tell them, but if they come to me and they don't want to listen, that's fine.
Okay.
Because like I tell them, you came to me for advice. I raise my hand. But I find my challenge really is people who just don't want to listen.
Yes.
And they want to do it their own way. Well, then don't ask me. Because once you ask me, I'm going to give you my piece of advice. Yes. You take it or leave it. But when you leave it and it doesn't work, I'm going to give you one more good time to come to me again.
Well, Nick, you get one more
good time. After that, I'm like, I'm busy. Now I'm going to charge you.
One more time.
Now I got to charge you.
Consultation.
Yes.
What's next for Miss Dr. Lady?
Well, it's funny you ask. It's funny because I'm actually launching in a couple of weeks. I haven't even announced it out loud. Should I say it?
Yes, let me get my apply button ready here.
I don't know. So I've been in the lab for the last few months. And I am proud to announce my proprietary Miss Dr. Ladies Triple Mint Therapeutic mouthwash. Yes, I have our own branded mouthwash. Yes, I have been in the lab, so it's ready to go. I'm launching in a few weeks. I'm so super excited because I know what this stuff can do, and it's gonna knock. Let me tell you, honey, if you had a funky breath, you ain't gonna have it no more. I'm just trying to tell you. If you thought you're gonna have so much confidence, you can go.
But how you doing?
You can do all that. It ain't no more. It ain't gonna melt nothing, okay? And folk were like, "Ooh, no, it's good." So I'm so excited. I'm so super excited.
So when are we rolling this out? I'm ready. I want me some now.
December 1st, right? December 1st. I chose that day because that's my boo's birthday. Hey, I'm honoring him with my big launch. So it's gonna be MissDrLady.com. You can go ahead on the site now because I'm giving freebies. And I don't want to date it too much. I know this show is going to be going on, and the Christine Love show ain't going to end. So if you're seeing this afterwards, go on MissDrLady.com and get it. I'm trying to tell you. So the thing about it is it's all natural.
Yes.
There's no preservatives, no parabens, none of that stuff. It's all natural. It's for your breath. It's for your gums. And it's made by Black Girl Magic, honey. So I am once again proud to be the first Black woman to own her own mouthwash brand. So I'm so excited about that.
I'm so happy for you, man. Yes. You are always doing something, creating something, and now you put your stamp on it. I am so congratulations to your success. It will be a success like everything else. Your practice, everything. And give your information to the office and where you're located exactly.
Yes. Well, you better catch me while I can, because once this Miss Doc Lady mouthwash blow up, honey, I might just be in Aruba somewhere just sipping on some mosquitoes. But I am, once again, Dr. Joy Fremont at 606 South Central Avenue in the heart of Hateville. If you don't know what Hateville is, it's Atlanta. If you know what an airport is, that's where I am, okay? My phone number is 404-761-1659. 404-761-1659. Now, you can catch me two places on the internet, on the internet streets. Okay. All right, so I give Miss Doc Ladies tips for your teeth at Fremont Dental. It's on every, I don't know, is Twitter still open now? I mean, what's going on with Twitter? Right? But you can find me on Instagram and Facebook and on TikTok at Fremont Dental. Now, my name is spelled with two E's, and my I is an I, so J-O-I Fremont. But MissDrLady.com, you better get that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you better get me now while in the early stages. Because yesterday's price.
Yesterday's price.
Baby. Right. So I'm so excited about that and all things dental. I'm good. That's me.
Yes. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to try it.
Yes.
We have the TikTok of the day, and I kept it dental related. And I want you to really pay attention to see if this is you with your assistants.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Saturday, not too busy. On second thoughts, don't visit us. It sounds weird.
I wish you would, die. You still coming to work?
Listen, you set this room up. We got.
Right. You dead, so you're not coming to work today.
Listen, this is so relatable. I mean,
yes, I'm like, what do you mean you're not coming? You're dead? That's so wrong, but yes, that's me. Yes. Hang on it. But you know what? I told my mom today, it's a small business. Look, everybody counts. You dead? But you what's up?
You set the room up like what's going on? Look, I thought that was so funny. I said, let me pick this one because it's so relatable in the dental field. Yes. Also, I want to go ahead and play my ad because y'all know the core of my show is the confessions. We got the calls coming in. Here's the number.
We all have our secret shames. The great thing about the internet is that we can hide behind a screen and say things that we would never say in a face-to-face conversation. My show is all about getting it off your chest and owning up to the past wrongs. While confessing hardly takes responsibility for one's actions, the very act of confessing can alleviate feelings of guilt and help people to get on with their lives. Confessing might even make you reflect on your own past transgressions. So, call *67 404 537 0030 to leave your confession. Let the therapy begin.
And there you have it. Yay!
Yes, I gotta call my confessions in then.
Yes.
Oh Lord, I don't know.
We have some interesting ones, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna roll this out, but we're gonna keep on going with it.
Ooh.
Yes,
it's gonna be good. That's deep.
It's gonna be. I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight and dedicating your time to come on here and to give all this good information. It's important. So however we got to get it out, this is how we're getting out to the universe, and I appreciate you for coming and joining me tonight. I really do.
You're welcome. This is so awesome. I am so dog diggity proud of you. You're an inspiration. And I'm saying that for real. I'm gonna give my accolades. You are such an inspiration. So thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
I'm so honored.
Yes. I am honored as well for you coming and you spending the time with me tonight. So thank you again, and to my viewers, until next time, the Christine Love Show.